You show your shit that you might not know. Welcome, my friend, to the BWIT show. Hey, y'all. Welcome. Come on in here. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, JC. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys a few more gems today. We're going to be talking about Asterisk and FreePBX. For those that don't know what Asterisk is, Asterisk basically is it's an open source communication framework platform where you can essentially set up your own PBX or VoIP gateway onto any machine, virtual machine, bare metal, along with Asterisk. So Asterisk is our backend framework, and along with Asterisk, we're going to basically be installing a web interface along with that, which you see here is called FreePBX. FreePBX is actually built on top of Asterisk. Okay, and what we'll end up with is a compiled install VoIP solution that you can use to set up your own VoIP gateway, get your own office communication set up. All right. And I thought with this broadcast, this show today, I thought we'd kind of give you guys a little bit of foundational Black American history along with our tutorials here, just to show you the beauty of the minds of foundational Black Americans in this country. So for all of you who didn't know, if you don't know, but since we're talking about voice over IP, voice over IP was actually pioneered and invented by this lady that you see here, Marion R. Croak. As you can see, it says she's contributed to the expansion of technology, especially voice over IP, throughout her career. She was a graduate with a PhD in qualitative analysis and social psychology. So she's 82. She joined Bell Laboratories. She served several positions. And says Dr. Croak holds over 200 patents in several areas, but with the majority are in voice over IP. She's helped advance the technology, including calling and text messaging on cellular phones. Okay, so she's Dr. Croak. She's a major player within the implementation of voice over IP. I thought I'd kind of show you guys that just because we always kind of get a bad rap about Black people in this country. So just a tidbit of historical information for you guys, for those that didn't know. So much respect, Dr. Marion R. Croak. All right. So with that, we're going to go ahead and move on back. I just wanted to show you, give you guys a tidbit of historical information and a little bit of Black history along with my tutorial. So since we're talking about voice over IP today, what we're going to do here is we're going to give a shout out to the folks over here at Computing for Geeks. They got this install procedure on installing FreePBX 15, which is the latest version on Ubuntu. They've got 2018, 16, and Debian 10 and 9. So what I'm going to be walking you through here is we're going to install and set FreePBX up with Asterisk running on Debian 10, aka Buster. Okay. Little tongue tied there. Feel free to visit the website, check this out. it's pretty good. I walked through it and I had to take my time. I did go back. I kind of lined out, created a notepad and kind of specifically lined out line by line what we got to do to get this installed. Because we're compiling this from source, installing this from scratch, it'll take a little time. So this is for those that are familiar with running from the terminal, right? So hey, if y'all ready, we're going to get started. All right, so first thing is first here. Let me get my terminal up. Okay. All right, so we've got our terminal up. So if you want to follow along in this video, download Debian 10, aka Buster, and you can follow along with me, as that's what I am actually using. All right, so I can show you what release we're running here. As you can see, we're running Debian 10, aka Buster, for our voice over IP, our Asterisk FreePBX install. So first things first, what you want to do is basically you want to update your system. That's going to be the first thing. You want to start off, we're starting off with a brand new system. This is installed from scratch. No other software has been installed, so this is kind of, you consider like a bare metal install. All right, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and update and upgrade the system to check. So mine's previously been updated, so there may not be anything. So what you want to do is you want to be logged in as root for the entire duration of this setup. All right, so let's go ahead and update and upgrade our system. So that's going to be apt update space, we're going to say ampersand apt upgrade space -y. Okay. All right, we've got a few updates there, so we'll let that do its thing. Hey, please hit that like, share, subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoy the content, you know, these videos that I typically put together for you. So we're going to be quite a bit heavy on the terminal here. So like I said, if you're new to the terminal, please make sure you follow exactly along exactly as I do, and I guarantee at the end of this video we will have a functioning, up and working PBX deployment. All right, and then at the end I have a bonus for you. I'll save it for the end of the video. You gotta watch to the end though. All right, yeah. So while that's doing this thing, I'll periodically, depending on how long some of these compiling and installation takes, I'll probably transition back to my break screen, just because I know you guys don't need to really want to look at terminal interface stuff the entire duration of this video. Probably don't want to hear me talking as well. All right, so we're going to let that bebop alone there. Let me know where y'all comment below. Let me know where you guys are chiming in from, where you checking the video out from. I like to know where any of my viewers are coming in from, subscribers. Hey, shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all checking the video out, and I appreciate you guys just tuning in. Those that appreciate the content. So I have done this setup in the past. I did it on a Raspberry Pi, but it's been a few years, and I thought with the new development, new deployments of Ubuntu and Debian, we'd step through this process and show you how to do this. You can actually deploy this bare metal and in cloud and via if you're running in a Linux or kernel, a container environment. So. All right, so that is done. All right, so we'll move on. Second step, we're going to call, I guess we'll call it step 2. We are going to install our Asterisk dependencies, okay? I don't necessarily want to type this whole line out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste this in. If you'd like to, you can follow along. Check out, like I said, this is courtesy of Computing for Geeks. I found a step-by-step, which took me a little time to, because you have to actually install Asterisks first, install your database, and then install FreePBX. So it's kind of in a 3-tier kind of install process. So I'm going to leave the screen up here. So if you guys want to, let me see, make sure you guys are seeing that. Hold on. I'm going to leave the screen up. Let me get it so you guys can actually see it. All right, so, and probably my head is in the way along with my logo stuff. Let's do this. Let's do this. So, just so you have an idea, if you're following along, step over to the check out the Computing for Geeks. You can check this as computingforgeeks.com. How to install FreePBX. Where basically there's a setup to install Asterisk 16. Let me see if I can make so you guys can see this a little better. I'm going to make some adjustments here. Let's see if I can't. Let's do this. All right. Let me come up here above my head. And then we will. Yeah, that's kind of small, ain't it? How does that look? Can you guys, is that, that might be kind of small for you guys to see, right? Okay, all right, so, well, okay, so, no matter, if you're following along, if you are following along, let me see if I can, maybe if I do that, will it do that? Will it let me adjust it like that? Oh yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, that'll work. Let's do that. That's the problem. Okay, so let's go fix the screen. Okay, All right, so that's a little better there. I'm gonna keep my head kind of tilted down a little bit. I tell you, I probably don't have very good lighting in here. I guess that's the problem. That's okay, as long as you guys can see me. So, I'm gonna keep that right there on the screen for just a few minutes, and then so you can take a look at these commands we're typing in, basically, so you can have a little time to pause and take a look at that. All right, so we got apt space dash y install, and we're installing, these are Asterisk dependencies: git, curl, wget, lib, nuke, dev, libssl dev, lib curses 5-dev, subversion, lib sql 3, build essentials, lib json dev, lib xm12, and uuid dev. All right, so I know that's I'll leave a I think what I'll do is I'll put a link to the description and below to my GitHub site where you can find the full script, full documentation, step by step here. So first thing, let's keep it pushing. We have that in there. Let's hit enter. Okay, this is gonna install our there we go. Sorry about that. This is going to install our Asterisk dependencies first. So we're going to do. All right, so chop that through there. You guys hit that like, share, subscribe button. Leave any of your comments below. I'll try to answer them as quickly and as efficiently as I can. How y'all like these, my shade and my glasses here? They're kind of no strength reading glasses, basically just to keep that blue glare off all these electronic devices. You can tell it has a yellowish kind of tinny to it, you know, a little bit. So, you know, this ain't something you have to sit down and watch every single time here, each while this is running through. If you just want to make sure nothing errors out, which I'm pretty sure you're going to be okay. So you shouldn't have to worry about anything like that. I'm telling you, I guarantee at the end of this video, you'll be more than ecstatic and happy. You'll have an up and running FreePBX Asterisk system that you can use to deploy into any sized environment or infrastructure. So so we'll let that go there. While that's chumming there, I'm gonna go and run and take a quick bathroom break, and I'll be right back. I'll leave this up and going for you guys, so bear with me. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. So that's installed our Asterisk prerequisites, or the dependencies, I should say. And so now, next step in the process, we're going to download the actual Asterisk tarball here. Let me get that up. Okay, and what you want to do is let me arrange my stuff so I can actually see my screen here. All right, there we go. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna change directory to your USR and source directory. All right, nothing's there. Okay. Next step was to download. This will be using curl space dash capital O, and then this path here to the asterisk download version 6, the current 16 version. I'll leave that on the screen so you guys can have time to jot that down or type that in. As you can see there, my head, it looks like my head, it might be in the way, huh? Okay, there you go. All right. So I'm gonna give you guys a minute to take a look at that. Pause the video if you got to. All right. So moving forward, once we've got that typed in, we've changed to that directory. We've got it typed in. Let's go ahead and hit enter. And then there you go. As you can see, it's downloading our Asterisks tar file. Didn't take long. Okay. Next part is the extraction. Okay. You want to follow along. This is tar. And we're going to extract verbose the file, so XVF, and then asterisk. You start typing and then hit tab, it'll kind of auto populate once it kind of knows what you're typing in there. To do that, hit enter. Bam, as you can see there, that didn't take long. Extracts that. We're going to change into that asterisk directory now. You see, clear my screen back. Okay. Now we're going to, next step after the extraction is we're going to download the MP3 decoder library, okay? So once we're into that asterisk directory, we're going to type in contrib /scripts/git mp3_source.sh. Once you do that, we'll hit enter. Bam, that was quick. All right, so that didn't take long. Next, now we're going to ensure, this step basically ensures that all the dependencies now have been resolved, okay? So basically, if we're going to type in here is contrib /scripts/install prereq, and then you're going to say install. Okay, we'll hit enter. Goes away, doing its thing there. Okay. A lot of this is this because we're manually doing all this, it is a little bit time consuming, so every now and again go ahead and take your break. Just get up from the chair, move around, stretch around a little bit. If you got to get you some coffee or whatnot, go ahead and do that. And we're going to keep it moving and keep it grooving, you know what I mean? Ooh. I fogged up my shades. I'm reading my glasses there. And like I said, this we're doing this install on Debian 10, aka Buster. I'm not calling you a Buster, but that's what, I don't know who came up with that name, but Buster. AKA Buster. And you look a little off. There we go. Oh, you still off, aren't you? That's about the best we're gonna get it there. All right, so at this point, this is asking you the region of your phone system, so you put this in accordingly. You need to find that information out. You can probably Google, just do a simple Google search, but for the purpose of what we're doing, I'm in the United States, so I'm going to use our country code, which is 1 for the United States. So moving right along, it's looking okay. So it's going to be a lot of this. So just bear with us, keep it moving, stick with the video, and I'll have a treat for you at the end. And believe me, after going through this, you'll want it. You'll want to take advantage of it, I'll say. You dipped a little bit. You look like you dipped just a tad bit. I think I done jacked you up. It's not. Trying to get my camera adjusted just right. Getting a little mess up on my screen here, but that's okay. I might have to look into moving it back where I had it before. Yeah. So while that's going, where we at? I want to leave this. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, install completed successfully. All right, so moving right along, the next step in our process, we've extracted, we've downloaded the Decoder library, installed prerequisite dependencies, and now we're going to configure to satisfy. We're going to configure this build here. So what you do is you say configure. Am I typing that in right? Okay. And configure. Yes, figure. There we go. All right, so this is going to configure our Asterisk build with all the dependencies and additional MP3 library stuff we installed. The building and then the actual compiling takes a little time. So I don't know if I'm gonna leave the screen up. So I'm gonna switch over, take a quick little break, and we'll be right back with you. If you want to stay on, please stay on. Oh, there we go. I spoke too soon. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That was pretty good. Okay, so moving right along. Let's keep, don't y'all go nowhere. Moving right along. There we go. All right. Menu select build configuration successfully completed. You see our little asterisk logo in our CLI. All right. Next step in our process is we're going to make menu select. Okay. And this is going to allow us to select select some options for asterisks before we do our final compile and build. Okay, so here we go. It was make, is that make menu select? So make menu select, and then hit enter. Make sure your screen, you got it opened up to a certain proportion size. Otherwise, yeah, you see it won't open up like this if you have your terminal window too condensed. Okay, just keep that in mind before you run that. All right, so on our screen here, you can see we got asterisk build option selections. First at the top, we got add-ons. If you hit, you're gonna use your arrow keys here on your keyboard now. Arrow key and the enter button. So if you put on our arrow keys with our add-ons highlighted in red, we're gonna hit over right, go down to the OOH323. We want to select that and the format MP3. Okay, we're going to arrow back left. We're going to go down next to applications. Okay, we're going to hit arrow over right. Just hold the arrow button, go all the way down to you can't go down anymore. Okay, then you're going to go up arrow 1, 2 to app macro. You're going to hit enter on that. And then we're going to arrow back left to get back to the main, our main categories. All right, next in our selection, we're going to keep just going to down arrow till you get to core sound packages. Okay, here we're going to select the top 9. So we're going to hit enter. 1, 2, 3. Arrow down 1 because the core sounds GSM is already selected. Arrow down 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we should have 9 core options selected. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Let's arrow back left. We're gonna arrow down 1 to hold on music file and package. Okay, let's arrow over to the right, and we're going to make sure the top 4 are selected. The topmost one is already, so let's arrow down. We're going to hit enter 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now we're going to arrow back to the left, and now let's arrow down, excuse me. We're going to arrow down 1 to extra sound packages. We're going to arrow over to the right, back to the options category. And we're going to select the top 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. So that's all we need. The rest of these, that's up to you. You can go through, select what other additional option that you think you might want, might need. I don't know. But these are the additional modules you need to get this up and running. So once all those have been selected, let's arrow over once, arrow over twice. You highlight save and exit and hit enter. There you have it. All right, so menu, that's been set up. All right, the next step in our Asterisk FreePBX setup process is we're going to create the build, okay? Okay, and how you do that? Very simple command, make, M-A-K-E, and hit enter. All right, so we're off to the races. This will take some time. I highly recommend you probably go take your bathroom break, go get you a little coffee, drink, something that'll kill maybe a few minutes of your time, maybe some of my time too. Let this is going to compile and build. This is going to create your asterisk build, I should say. So this is creating from all the dependencies, modules we selected, uh, everything else surrounding Asterisks that it requires. What we're doing now is actually creating the build, okay, for the system we're installing this on. So we're creating this build. We'll let this do. This is going to, like I said, this is a long piece of the process. Go ahead and take your little quick break, smoke break, shit break, food break, whatever kind of break you deem necessary as a break. All right, holla back. I'll be right back. Don't y'all go nowhere. Don't y'all go nowhere. We shall return. All right, there we go. It's installing the build now. I guess y'all didn't hear nothing I said. I accidentally had my mic on thing, but the build setup, the make build went fine. What we did is we typed in make and then space install, and what we're doing here now, it's building. It's actually doing the Asterisk build here. There we go. These are all the sound modules that we selected earlier. Just, you know, as far as the extra sound modules, the music on hold, things like that. All right. So this is another instance. This takes a little time, a few minutes or so. If you want to go ahead and take your little smoke break again, go ahead and do that. I'll be right here, keeping an eye on our install. Okay. So don't forget, you guys, hit that like, share, subscribe button. Pound that thumbs up for me. Smash that sucker down till you can't smash it no more. Share this video with all your friends, family. Okay, there we go. So here we go. You must read security documents, blah blah blah. This is I like, because this is a fresh build, I do like to keep the documentation for Asterisks included. So that's the next step in our process. I would consider this optional if you know what you're doing. I like to keep it just in case you need to reference.
Hey, how much?
All right, so next step in our process, let's keep it moving here. I like to include the standard documentation, and in order for us to do that, what you type in here is make prog docs. Hit enter. All right, there we go. Searching. This basically puts together all the documentation that you can use to assist you with your Asterisk build. All right. Okay. This shouldn't take long, so y'all just kind of hang tight. Don't y'all go anywhere. If you're following along, if you're just now joining with us, we're installing Asterisks and FreePBX onto Debian 10, aka Buster. We're about, I'd say, halfway through the process. We're about, well, yeah, look like we're about close to 45 minutes in. This is it takes some time. So like I said, this is not an install for the, I guess you can say, for the novice. I suggest you have a little familiar, you're a little familiar with the command line interface when you're dealing with Linux. To some extent, you know what I mean? At least be able to, know how to type in commands, navigate, move around, this and that. All right, so this here, yeah, it's going to take a little time. I'm going to let that chum through there. Y'all take y'all another quick commercial break. I said quick. We're going to take a quick commercial break. I say a couple of minutes, and we will return. All right? Don't y'all go nowhere. All right, so that okay, so that's good. We really didn't get any errors there. That's perfect. So moving right along, next step in the process is install configs and samples. Okay, let's go ahead and get that up. So we've got gonna type in make samples. All right, quickly done, and then make config. All right, then we're gonna, next command is ld config. Enter. So we got those in there. Okay, now to the good fun stuff here. Next step is to create the Asterisk user. Okay. All right. So first thing you want to do is, let me get my screen where I can see stuff here. All right. So first thing you want to do is type in group add and then asterisk. Okay. Next thing we're going to type in is user add space minus R minus space minus D and space var lib asterisk space minus G, and then asterisk, asterisk. All right. Okay. And next thing we're gonna do, type in is user mod space minus little a capital G. We're gonna type in audio comma dial out space asterisk asterisk. Easiest way I can, asterisk. And then do that, and then hit enter. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is change owner space capital R asterisk dot asterisk space whack etc for us forward slash space forward slash etc forward slash asterisk, and hit enter. Okay. Next one is same thing. We're gonna chown space minus capital R asterisk dot asterisk, and you're gonna type in forward slash var forward slash, and this is curly bracket, open curly bracket, lib, comma, log, comma, spool, close curly bracket, forward slash, asterisk. All right, looks good. Lib, log, spool, and hit enter. All right, looks good so far, so good. We're gonna, if you hit the up arrow, it'll bring back up the most recent, what we just typed in, backspace all the way, delete everything back to chown space minus capital R space asterisk dot asterisk, and we're going to, this time we're going to say space forward slash USR forward slash lib forward slash asterisk, and then we're going to hit enter. Perfect. All right, next we are going to set the default user on asterisk to asterisk. Okay, this will allow us to add these lines. You can either go to the etc directory. We're going to add these lines without leaving the, we're going to just do this right from the CLI. So what you do is you type in echo space. We're going to put this in single quotes. So you then make sure you type this in exactly as I have it. So this is going to be a capital AST underscore USR user equals asterisk. This is in all lower, asterisk is in lowercase. Then close that single quote, space. We've got the right arrows over. So shift and then the dot. So on your keyboard. So you want 2 of those, and then we're going to direct this to whack etc default I can type default and then asterisk. So what this is doing, we're basically, that in quotes, we're appending this to that file there. We're just adding that line. Okay, let's hit enter. There we go, perfect. Okay, next time we're going to append this to the same location. So if you just like what I did, I hit the up arrow on my keyboard. I'm going to arrow over to the quoted text here, quoted string. And this time where it says user part, we're going to change that to group. So just delete user and then type in group in all caps. So GROUP, and looks good. All right, so that looks good. So that we're adding the asterisk to that group. Okay, default. Okay, then hit enter. Voila. All right, so next thing is we got a few more lines we are going to add to this time to the asterisk.conf. All right, so we're going to type in echo again in single quotes. We're going to say run user space equal asterisk space. This is a semicolon space. We're going to type in the user to run as, and then dot, close that single quote, and we're going to arrow, two right arrows over. We're appending this to / etc asterisks / asterisk.conf. Need a little time. Make sure you take a look at that. Get that typed in properly. Okay, then once we got that typed in, we'll hit enter. So make sure my recording kept going. So we're going to hit enter. All right. Okay, and we have one more of these to hit in here. So what we're going to do is hit that up arrow for me again. Just up. Brings back up that previous line that we typed in. Okay. Go all the way back, and so check out. We're going to start where it says says run user. Instead, delete where it says run user and say run group. So RUNGROUP, and then right arrow over to where it says the user to run as. Change the user to, it will become the group to run as, and we're appending that to the same asterisk config file. So once that you have that in there, you basically change from run user to run group, and then from the user to run as to the group to run as. Okay, once that's set in there, you got the close quotes append to the asterisk config, hit enter. Bam, looks good. That, and then that took that string. All right, so next thing is we want to restart the asterisk service after we made those changes. So what you type in is system ctl space restart, and you're going to say asterisk. Hit enter, restarts asterisk. All right, now we want to enable asterisk when the system we want to enable the Asterisk service to start when the system boots. So what you do is type in system CTL again, and you want to say enable Asterisk. Hit enter. So it says Asterisk.service is not a native service, redirecting to systemd sysd install. All right, and basically this is the proper command you should run. It looks like is libsystemd enable Asterisk. So I'll probably update my deal to contain that. Let me copy that. Alright, so but Asterisk is now enabled. So next thing we want to do is we'll check Asterisk system service. So let's go ahead and say system CTL status Asterisk. Okay, this is radius client conf, no such file or directory. But what we're not worried about radius. As you can see here, our Asterisk PBX is started, service is up and running. So that you don't need to worry about that. That has no bearing. It won't affect your Asterisk install. Okay, so I'm tripping. Let me clear my screen. All right, so where we're at now, we've Asterisk install is complete. The next portion of the install requires us, we're going to be installing the Maria database server. So what we're going to first do is we're going to update, make sure we got everything's completely updated. So we're going to type in apt update. Alright, this is all packages are up to date, which is good. Alright, so let's go ahead and type in apt space -y install Maria DB dash server and Maria DB dash client. Then hit enter. All right, so it's going to install the database server. Don't forget, you guys, hit that like, share button, subscribe, pound down on that thumbs up button for me, ladies and gentlemen. Pound that sucker up for me. All right, so our MariaDB, our database is installed. Next part is we need to install Node.js. All right. I'm gonna highlight, copy and paste this in. Copy. This is part of the install process of Node.js. apt space -y install dir mngr. This is apt transport for HTTPS, LSB release, and CA certificates. Okay. Once you got that, give you a little time to type that in. Pause the video if you need to check that out. Okay, before I hit the button on here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to hit that, get that stuff installed. And now we're going to grab and download our Node.js from the repository. So what you type in curl space minus little l capital little s capital L space https / deb.nodesource.com / setup _ 12.x space, and then a pipe symbol space dash space minus. Once you got that in there, go ahead and hit enter. Okay, it's going to download that for us really fast. Tells you what to do here next. I always like to make sure I got everything up to date, so we're going to apt and say update again. Just make sure we're good, because we did. Okay, now it's time. We're going to say, next thing we want to type in is apt space -y install gcc g++ make. Alright, so all that's the newest version. You want to make sure that stuff is there. Alright, so next thing we want to install, hit the up arrow, go back to apt space -y, and you want to say install Node.js. Okay, it shouldn't take very long. So everything that we're installing is to be installed for a purpose. Everything is to be installed to help our instance get our Asterisk FreePBX server up and running. All right. All right, so that's done. And the next thing, the next step we go to is we're going to install the Yarn package manager. Okay. You can copy. I'm going to copy and paste this in. Give you time. You can take a look at that. It's curl space minus little s capital L space https / dl.yarnpkg.com /Debian /pubkey pubkey pubkey.gpg space, and then the pipe symbol space apt dash key, and then hit the space bar, the word add, hit the space bar, and then a dash, minus sign or dash, whatever you want. And once you got that in there, hit enter. Okay, that instantly gave us an OK. And next thing we want to do is add that Yarn repository to the source list. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste this into my terminal. You can take a look at that. I'll leave that up for you guys to grab a view of that. And is my head in the way? You guys say something. My head is getting all in the way here. Let me see if I can't. Let's do this. Might help a little bit. All right, so if it's too small to read, let me know. You know what? How about we do this instead? How about we do this instead? I could move my head up here. How about we do that? That way I'm out of the way a little bit. So let's do that. There we go. How about that? Is that better, folks? That might work better. All right. So moving right along, we want to add this repository. So if you take a look there, it's echo space deb space https / I read all that out. dl.yarn pkg.com / Debian / space stable space main, and this part is in double quotes. So you see the deb right here, okay, and then you got a space and then a pipe symbol. We're piping that to T, and that will put that, and that's going to T it and create that list for us, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and hit enter. All right, so we see that main stable, we got that back. Now, next process is to update, run update, and then install yarn. Simply type in apt-get space update space ampersand space apt-get space install space yarn. Once you've got that typed in, hit enter. Perfect. So everything is as it should be going. Looks good. That installed our yarn for us. Okay, just so you can take a look here. We're going to check we got node. All right, you can see we're running Node.js version 12. Okay, next step is to install our Apache web server. So what you do is type in apt space -y install Apache and then the number 2. All right, so we've got Apache installed. Moving right along, we're going to change Apache user to asterisk and turn on the allow override option. So first thing is we're going to copy the Apache as we're kind of basically you're backing up your original Apache file, config file. So you're going to copy cp space and directory, the location to the Apache config file, which is in ect /Apache /Apache2.config. You're going to basically copy it to the same location, but change it to the dot we've got config _original, so you know that's the original Apache file. Once you got that, pause the video if you need to take time to copy, write that down. Once you have that, hit enter. Okay, simple. Okay, next step is I'm gonna allow you guys to get some time to, because we're actually this is a little bit would be difficult for me to verbally explain what I've typed in here. So or I don't know, we're adding some entries to the conf file using sed. So I'll give you a little time to pause the video, write that down, jot that down, so you can type that in and hit enter. Okay, once you've got it jotted down, go ahead and hit enter. Okay, and our next line Oops. I'm going to copy. I'm going to paste that in there. Give you guys a little time to check that out. Jot that down before I hit enter. All right. Does that look good? Pause the video if you need to. All right, so if you got that inputted, we'll hit enter. All right, good. All right, next thing we need to do, we're going to remove the default HTML index file. Let me clear my screen here a little bit. Okay, there we go. So to do that, you're going to type in rm for remove space -f space /bar /www/html /index.html. Once you do that, give you a little time to take a look at that if you need to. Once you've got that, then go ahead and hit enter. Okay, moving right along. Our next step is we're going to install some required PHP requirements, and based on my notes, I'm just going to copy and paste this in. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to. Jot all of these PHP requirements down before you type them in, so you make sure that you have them correctly. We have we're installing PHP, PHP-pair, PHP-CGI, PHP-common, PHP-curl, PHP-mbstring, PHP-GD. We've got PHP-MySQL, PHP-getText, PHP-BCMath, PHP-zip, PHP-XML, PHP-IMAP, PHP-JSON, PHP-SNMP, PHP-FPM, and then we have lib apache 2-mod-php and socks. So once you have all those, go ahead and hit enter. It's going to install those for us, all those PHP requirements. All right, it's going good. It's going good. It's doing what it's supposed to do here. Good. So that's good. Next thing is we're going to make some changes to the PHP, the max upload file size for the CLI and the Apache, as well as we're going to change the memory limit. Okay, so first I'm going to copy and paste this in my terminal like before. And like I said, a lot of this I'll leave in the description, a link to my GitHub site where you can find every line that we're typing in. So you feel free to download that. You'll be able to follow along right with me, okay? You can copy and paste a lot of this in. So if you're not sure, go ahead and click the link in the description below. Go check out my GitHub site and feel free to download all the lines, all the command lines that we're typing in, okay? So once you got that typed in, copied in, go ahead and hit enter. All right, we got 2 more lines to do, same thing. I'm gonna copy and paste this in for sake of time and typing. So you see it's similar. You can actually probably just hit the up arrow and change the very end of that line from Apache 2-/PHP to CLI/PHP.ini. Once you got that typed in, hit enter. Okay. Next one here is for the PHP memory limit. I'm going to copy. I'm going to do the same thing similar for sake of time in typing. This is a sed command. You're basically using sed to edit from the CLI, edit that PHP.ini file. We're changing that memory limit. It originally installs that memory limit at 128. We suggest you go higher than that. So I just go to 256. If you want to go to 512 or whatever, that's kind of your decision. So once you got that typed in there, go ahead and hit enter. Uh-oh. I got something typed in here wrong. What did I do? I did. Let me see here. Expression 31, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let me see what I did here. That should be working. Apache 2. Okay, so memory limit equals map 256 GC sed expression. Okay, I might have to come back to that. Memory limits. I didn't get anything. Accident, did I? PHP, Apache. Okay, I have to check on that command reference on 2. Okay, I'll go in. Okay, let's do this. Change directory. So sometimes you gotta go in and manually edit stuff. So I'm gonna go change etc. I'm gonna say PHP and then 7 and Apache. And we're going to say nano PHP ini, and then we're looking for memory limit. Okay, so you just keep going down, scroll on down. It's down quite a ways here. Okay, here we go. Resource limits. We're getting close here. Here we go. Memory. Yeah, memory limit. And we want to change this 128 to 256. All right, looks good. Okay. Memory underscore limit. All right, so looks good. Okay. Once you got that change, hit Control O. Leave the name the same. Hit Enter. Then Control and then X. And it takes us back to our CLI. Okay, I'm gonna clear my screen. All that's done. Next, we are going to download and install FreePBX. What you do here, I'm gonna paste this in here for the sake of time and typing. Give you a little time, check that out. If you've downloaded the file, go ahead and follow along, copy and paste that into your terminal. Pause the video if you need to make sure you got it down correctly, and then hit enter. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot too, I think. Yes, I am in the wrong. I'm sorry. Hold on, I did that. Let me remove free. Go back to whack and asterisks. Alright, now we're in asterisk. Now I can download my. Alright, so now I have, you need to be in the asterisk directory that you installed asterisks in. So we're there. Now I can do FreePBX. Download, hit enter. Okay. Once that is downloaded, we need to extract it. You're going to tar space X F and then Z space and then FreePBX that you just downloaded. Hit enter. Done deal. Now let's remove that FreePBX download. So what you're going to do, type in is rm space minus F space and then that FreePBX tar file. Hit enter, get rid of that. Okay, now we want to change directory. So we're going to cd space FreePBX. Okay, now that we're in FreePBX, we're going to start this process here. So the first thing to type in is /start _ asterisk space start. Perfect. Starting asterisk. Asterisk is already running. Good. So we know it's running. That just gives us some validation. So next thing we're going to type in is /install space -n. All right. So this is going to get off. This is going to start installing asterisks for us. I mean I'm sorry, not asterisk, but our FreePBX. FreePBX is the GUI framework that sits on top of asterisks. The asterisks framework. Wow, man, where are we at? So we're about an hour and 20 minutes, 24 minutes in here. We're just about done, though. We are just about done. So bear tight with us. Keep with us. Don't go nowhere. I appreciate y'all sticking and tuning in with me. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, share button, and pound up that thumbs up button for me. Pound it up if you like it. Pound it up if you enjoy the content. And if you stay with me to the very end here, I'll have a little gem for you here. So just bear with me. And y'all check out our LinkedIn page. Visit me on Facebook as well. Check us out on our Facebook page. I do this if you guys need assistance getting this type of solution set up. Reach out to me. Check out my website. You can reach out to us, holler at us, contact us. We can definitely make some arrangements and help you get things going on the fly for you here. So like I told you, it was going to be a lot of terminal action today. A lot of things. Just watching lines pass by. Watching lines pass by. Okay, that's done. That is done. we're down to the very end of this. What next thing you want to do, we're going to enable some Apache rewrite engine, and we're going to restart Apache. So next thing what you want to do is type in A2 E N mod A2 any mod in A2 A2EN mod, say rewrite. Okay, we're gonna this, and so to activate that configuration change, you see that you can just simply go ahead and copy and repaste that into your terminal and hit enter. Restarts Apache for us. And folks, that's it. And the piece de resistance, I'm going to show you here, IP address. Here's my IP address, 192.168.0.189. So now let's go ahead and pull up a web browser here. Let's take a look. Let's see if we let's see what we did here. 189. So let's go take a look. You said 192.168.0.189. Oh, and I'll be in this. And this is, look at that. Welcome to FreePBX. Awesome. Man, look at that. So welcome to FreePBX. I'm going to show you. Let's go ahead and finish this post install piece. I'm going to go ahead and show you here. We're going to say FreePBX admin, and you create a password here. This is to log into your FreePBX. Put your email, set up your system. Takes you on here. Now you're going to go ahead and log in with that password. I'll let it save it just for the sake of doing that. So you're going to type in that password and username and password that you just created. Okay, you're going to select your system, your language, time zone, and things like that. Default local. And here we are to the FreePBX interface. And this is how it comes up. You see in the green here things, these are just letting you know things that were resolved, just informational stuff. You can X the green one out. I don't have a swap system set up on this, so that's why we're seeing that. You can minus that out. It won't show that again. So it says we got 2 module vulnerabilities. So once you do install this, what you want to do, so you have a clean up and running FreePBX, go ahead and go to admin, go to module admin. Takes us to this. You got standard. You hit that check online. Make sure you actually are online, have an internet connection. Okay, so here you see here status. We got these ones in red text. We want to go through and click and then say download and upgrade those. So do one. First one is for the FreePBX framework, and this one here is for what is this? Process management. I'm going to click on that one, and then scroll down. We got the core, so you want to do that one. Okay, once you got those, scroll up, hit that process button on the right. Okay, it's going to upgrade all 3 of these particular modules. This is the post installation of this. So once you do, even the fact that we've actually got a web browser up, we're logged in, we've got our FreePBX system up. That in fact lets us know that we've got this installed successfully without any problems. And we did this on Debian 10, aka Buster. Sorry, let me respond to this email. Mine's taking a little time, y'all. I don't have a lot of. I've only I dedicated maybe just a gig or memory resource to pull off this install, so I don't have the. It's taking a little time to do all to download the stuff here, so y'all hang tight with me. Y'all, we in here. Y'all doing the thing. We doing the thing on this. Show y'all how this works. Show y'all that anybody can do this. It's not hard. And this is up and running on a Linux container environment. Which is a Debian container at that. It's a Linux Debian container version 10 Buster. So for those that were ever wondering, if you ask some questions like, hey, can I install this into a container? Can I run this as not a virtual machine? So you can essentially still, like I said, this can be installed if you're running Debian on a bare metal machine, if you're running Debian as a virtual machine, or if you're running Debian as a virtualized container. This will work. It will work. So I'm waiting on this to finish up here. I don't know why this is taking a little bit longer than what I would anticipate it, but I speculate it's due to the amount of resources I got on here, maybe. All right, so let me go back. I don't want to get. There we go, 87%. Okay. Bam. Okay, so that's complete. You hit that return button. It's going to refresh. Okay, once you do that, go ahead and apply that config settings. That's going to chum away a little bit. That does take a little time too. I'm sorry, folks, but y'all, if you stuck with me here this long, y'all some riders. Y'all, I appreciate y'all riding with me this long, man. I ain't never had nobody on this long with me. So, hey, if you're getting something out of this, stay to the end. Like I said, I was going to guarantee you this would be up by the end of this video. And sure enough, we have this up and running towards the end of this video. And we're going to tap it off and finish it out here shortly, though. We're going to tap it off, finish that. So that refreshed. Let's hit that. You got to do the check online one more time. And this what this do, this will help alleviate those we'll get rid of those vulnerabilities that was listing here. And scroll down, here they are. So it's the asterisk log files and the CDR reports. If you click on those, what you want to do is download and upgrade. Go to the next one, download and upgrade, scroll down and hit process. Okay, looking at that, then you want to confirm. Looks good, hit return, and you're going to apply, hit that apply button again. Hit apply. All right, so that is it. You can click on dashboard here, and folks, now you have a fully up and running Asterisk FreePBX Asterisk system. You can click out of that. I know I don't have a swap system set up on here. I'm running this in a pre-installed container environment. I didn't put a swap space on here, so I'm gonna get out of there. That will not harm or affect your system. Excuse me. If you want to install a swap system, you can. That you need to do that when you're setting up your, setting up the actual system. So as you can see here, our summary, we've got Asterisk MySQL web server and MailQ. Everything so you've got a fully up and running Asterisk PBX system. You can set up for voice over IP, inter-office communications to, if you got phones, any type of voice over IP setup. Okay, I can't get into all the nitty. There's a lot you can do with this. There's a lot of extra. There's a lot of extra module admin modules you can add on. So let's see, if I hit check, I'm going to hit check online. Then as you can see here, there's a whole slew. Most of these are stable under the GNU public license. So you can install these, utilize these IVR. You can see here, there's some that are paid, that require, but you can install these modules on here and completely tailor this out to be a custom solution, voice over IP solution for you. All right. So like I said, if you stuck with me to the very end, I appreciate it. If you hold on for about 30 seconds, I'm going to give you a gem. I'm giving it to you now. So I know this was what in total, we're looking at an hour, almost an hour and 30-40 minutes. I appreciate y'all staying on with me this long. What I got for you. So everything we typed in that you guys work with me, I said I was going to leave a link in the description to my GitHub site. I actually typed everything up, following the instructions. Everything went successful. I put everything into an installation script and cuts this install down, I'd say, over half the time. Feel free to take a look at that, run that. I said I was going to give you a gem. I'm going to run that script and you can see how flawless that runs, and you can have this up and running in a matter of, I don't know, about 30 minutes or so, depending on how robust your system is and connection to your internet speed. Okay. I'm JC. I appreciate y'all. Stick with me. I'm gonna add at the end of this video, I'm gonna add the well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Since it's about 30 minutes, what I'll do is I'll put a part 2 to this. It'll be the automated installation process for the Asterisk install. You guys can check out that. I will leave the link in the description to that script, my GitHub, on both the videos, so you guys can check that out. I'm JC. I'm your host, JC. It's been marvelous. I appreciate y'all sticking with me, joining with me this long, staying with me this long. I told you I was going to have a gem for you. So if y'all interested in voice over IP, setting up your own type of hosted solution, take a look at that video, walk it through, take your time. Any comments, questions, hit me up. You can hit me up on all my social media platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn. You can check out my website. That's BWIT.net. That's BEAWIT.net. So, that's all I got for you. Y'all holler at me. Peace. I'm going to catch y'all on the 33rd. Peace, baby.